this video we're going to finish our bunny pattern project, and we already made bunny girl, bunny boy. We dress up bunny girl. And now I'm going to show you how to make this outfit for this bunny. So his outfit is pants and little bow. I'm going to put him on the side for now. And I already cut out the patterns, so we need 2 pieces for the bow and 1 paper template for pants. We also will need a ribbon and 2 types of fabric. I'm going to use striped fabric for pants and floral cotton, it's quilting cotton for the bow. And as if you see, it's matching my girl's outfit. So let's start from cutting fabric out. Start from this side. I already was making this bow before. So bow pieces are done, and for the pants, so we have 1 piece, but this piece is on fold, so you have to flip it, and 2 pieces of pants are the same, so it's a good idea to double your fabric. And trace it. I'm gonna use few pins to hold fabric together, and I'm going to cut it out. So this is your pants and this is 2 pieces for your bow. So let's start from the bow. Put pants on the side. So first thing you have to do is fold big main piece of bow along the long side and pin it on this side, and same we're doing for small piece as well. Like so. I'm gonna get my pins. And I'm going to my sewing machine, make 1 straight stitch here and 1 straight stitch there. So now we have to turn it right side out. So just make sure it's in the middle. You can push your seam allowance on one side. You can open it up if you want, but I think it's easier if you just push it on one side. Same with this one. I'm gonna use my hammer studs. Like so, and same idea. You're gonna place the seam in the middle. Easy if you push seam allowance to one side. And I'm going to my iron these 2 pieces flat. So now when it's iron, we fold this piece, the big piece, with I guess right sides together. So this stitches on this side and the right side is over here, so you fold it like this, and we're going to straight stitch this short side together right here. You cut thread ends and a little bit of seam allowance if needed. Then we are going to iron open this seam allowance like this, and you're going to measure the middle of front side of your bow. So this will be your back side, this will be your front side. So this is your middle. This is middle. So we have to line up this stitch with the middle here and middle over there. I'm gonna use a few pins so it stays together. And I'm going to iron it flat again. So now when we iron this piece, you have to fold this way one time, like this, and then you have to fold this sides back one side and from another side. And I'm gonna use double thread to keep it together. So you just do few stitches through all layers of the fabric. And I like my knot here, so I'm gonna cut threads there. And you just I don't know, make few stitches here. And you can wrap it around a few times. Make the knot. So just make few stitches enough to hold this bow together. And cut your thread. So next step is we have to attach ribbon, which I probably shouldn't cut my thread, but it's okay because I didn't put it too far away. You just stitch this ribbon to your bow. Again, don't get too crazy, just a few stitches on one side and a few stitches on another side. Like so. And what are we doing with it? So this piece is actually I made longer, so we're gonna chop a little bit. So first I'm going to cut one side so I don't have any extra thread sticking out, and I'm gonna wrap with this piece with this stitch facing out for now. So you're gonna wrap your bow and mark how much length do you need. So I would say I need it here, from here till here, and I'm gonna cut this one off So now your edges line up and you have this mark for yourself. So you go into sewing machine, make sure that the stitch is on this side, and you're gonna make one stitch from one side to another side. So you cut your thread ends, and you can cut the seam allowance even more. Sew those pieces. Flip this piece right side out. And now you have to insert this bow to this little ring. So I'm gonna put my ribbon first, and then when I get here, I'm just tucking all these ends inside of this ring. So now you have to make sure that this stitch seam is behind. Make sure everything is nice and straight. And that's it for the bow. Bow is ready. Alright, and now we are going to make bunny pants. So first we have to stitch together middle seam here and middle seam there. I'm gonna put few pins to hold it together. And I'm going to straight stitch and zigzag both middle seams. One here, one there. So I'm back from sewing machine, and when you did this two stitches, you have to iron it to one side. I iron it one side to this one and this side on this one, because when I'll be inserting elastic, I don't want the seams kind of in my way, so I'm doing this iron this side and this side to another side. So I'll do it in a few minutes, and when I'll be doing this, I also going to iron bottom of the pants one time and another time. So we hemming it with one flip and another flip, and I'm gonna do it for this side and for this side. And also, as I mentioned before, these seams we want to iron as well. So now I'm back from iron, and as I told you, I iron twice, I folded twice bottom of the pants, so 1, 2, and here as well, 1, 2. So now you can use basting stitch if you feel more comfortable with this, but for me I'm just gonna stitch close to this edge without any basting stitch because I just don't need it, and our bottom of the pants will be ready. So now when you hem bottoms of the pants, we need to make this seam over here. I'm gonna use few pins to hold it together, so I'm lining up one side and another side over here, and I'm lining up middle seam, and because I ironed this middle seam to one side and other side, you make sure that one seam allowance will look in this way and one another way. And I'm going to straight stitch it and zigzag. You know, sometimes if you're not happy with your zigzag stitch, you can actually do second layer of zigzag. I think I'm okay with this one, but sometimes I do one zigzag stitch, cutting off threads over here, and then I'm doing second layer, but I will not do it this time. So for the top, you need fold it once, about like 5 millimeters, and fold it twice a little bit more, so your elastic will go in nicely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use basting stitch in this case. I'm going to do real big stitches because I just wanted to hold it together a little bit, so when I'm doing my second fold, this layer stays inside. So this is the first round. Cut the thread. And then you fold it more and repeat this step. As I mentioned before, just fold it enough for your elastic to go through. So now I'm going to straight stitch my top of my pants, but I want to leave some opening for the elastic. I'm gonna mark myself like maybe, I don't know, half of the inch hole, and I'm going to straight stitch it close to this edge of the top part, and I'm gonna do it all the way around. So now take out your basting thread. So now I'm going to use my bunny for the elastic measurement. So let's say I need about 11 inches of elastic. So I have a little safety pin, and I'm going to insert my elastic to the pants. So now spread elastic evenly through all pants, and so now you have to make sure you didn't twist it inside, and you have to put one side on top of another. Like this. And I'm zigzagging it together so it stay together like nice and flat. Another thing I'll recommend you this step, you can actually try pants on your bunny, because it depends on elastic. If your elastic more loose or more tight, you maybe want to adjust it. I have a feeling mine will be a little bit too big, because this one I'm gonna chop some, because my elastic feels like a little bit loose. So like this, and as I mentioned before, I'm gonna zigzag it. So now cut threads and make sure your elastic is all inside. Here. So now the last step for the pants, because you have this hole over here, you're just gonna close this hole with a straight stitch and just little piece over here. So like this, and you take your pants right side out, iron it, and now we're going to dress up our bunny boy. So his little pants and his bow. You know, if you don't want to use ribbon for the bow and you want it like permanently, you can just use ladder stitch and attach bow to the bunny. So this is our boy, and this is our girl. I hope you really like this pattern. I had fun to make it, and as I mentioned before, you can find this pattern in my Etsy shop Moda Vation Designs, or my website www.moda-vation.com. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Thank you!